We're working on a 2020 Ford Mustang, and this is a trade-in vehicle. This door glass is busted out. I'm going to go through and replace it, but to remove this door, you got to pick this back part out right here. There's a plastic piece that goes in behind this, and it looks like this. You really got to try to get around this front side. There's like a little relief hole up here at the top. You get a pick in behind it, pull forward, and then pull this out. And then you got this panel right here. You start popping it off from the front. You pop it all the way down, and then you got a bolt exposed back here. There's a 7 mil, I think, right here. I think it's 7 or 8. I haven't done one of these new ones yet. And then right here, there's another one. Sometimes on the end of these, there's a screw, but this one doesn't have it. So 10, and then 2 7 mils on the bottom of the door, and you should be ready to start popping this thing out of here. Just do that real quick. Now it's out, but I'll tell you how I did it. And a lot of people don't like how tough it is to get these off of here once you get them on. It hangs like so, right? I'll take this big old trim tool that I have down there, and I'll put it around the edge on the side here, and I'll start to pry back on it. But really, all you really got to do is just grab the bottom of this and yank the hell out of it out. Feels like it's gonna feel like you're gonna break it. Unfortunately, it is what it is. And then you can kind of get the rest of the door out. It just pops out all the way around, and then once you get the door up, there's a push tab in here. There's 2 that you got to push in, pull it back, and then pull the cable back out of the way and slide it out of this slotted area right here. These push tabs. My phone's kind of dying right now because I've been trying to record so much. So I'm going to put it back on the charger a little bit. Once I get the door off, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright. You can see those tabs I was talking about. These got to be pushed in, and they're really tight, and then you pull it out of the slot. And then once you pull it out of the slot, you drop it out of the bottom of the handle right here. So now I'm going to go through the process of actually pulling back this plastic and stuff like that and getting all the glass out of the bottom of the door. Okay, so I got that center part right there where all the glass has got to be cleaned out, and I pulled this strip back out of the way, and I took this push tab out of here. There's a push tab right here in the corner, and then I'm just going to let it hang. I'm going to start cleaning all the glass out of there, but then the part right there where the glass is busted out, you'll have to come in here and release the 10mm clamp. It's there, and I think the other one is right here. Yeah, right there. That's a 10mm clamp, and that's a 10mm clamp. And then you'll be able to get that broken glass and everything out of the channel. You have to put like a long screwdriver down there, roll the window down into this area so you can work. After you get all this glass cleaned out, clean all that out of there, and then set the new glass in, and then reclamp it back down. I'll get to that eventually. Okay, I got everything cleaned out. I got everything out of the little clamps. You see them, they're loose right now. I undid that 10 mil right there, and I undid that 10 mil right there. I got all the glass out of that rubber piece. It was like kind of embedded in there. I want to make sure that rubber piece is real clean. And then
loosen up.
Okay, everything's out of there. I had to use a blowgun, a vacuum, everything else. Now I'm going to install the glass. Now to put this glass in, I started that front corner a little bit first because it's got to slide up inside there. And then on the back side here, this bolt here has to bolt through, and it's got a plastic clamp. You can see the glass is almost lined up already. And this bolt here has a rubber bracing that goes over it, and it only clamps, it doesn't go through it. So now what we need to do is you get that bolt put back in the glass, put this rubber trim back on, and then start to mock up the glass and slowly tighten it up. I dropped my bolt down here. So I need to get that in there. And that plastic collar that's around this bolt is what stops it from putting any kind of metal on metal contact with the glass. So let's put this all back in. Okay, you can see I put that bolt back through. The glass is on right now, and on this one I got it semi-tightened down just enough for that rubber padding to grab the glass. Now we're gonna put this piece back on, but don't put your push pin back in just yet. Set this up, get it close to where it's gonna be, and now go try to see where your glass sits. Get all my tools out of the way. Hey, look at that. Am I a one-time go? I might be a one-time go. Look at that. Comes down on its own, goes up on its own. I may not have to program nothing here. Oh, that's pretty darn good. Pretty impressed with myself on that one. Might want to adjust this, loosen the bolt back up just a hair. See how close this is right here, and how much further apart this is right here. How much more overlap this has down here, and how much less it does with the rubber strip here. We'll loosen those bolts back up and kick this glass this way just a hair. Let's try that. Now what I did on this, because I feel like my depth and everything is good, but what I did is I only loosened the rubber side because I know the glass will slide on that. I only took it off like a half a turn, and I slid this up a little bit more until I just had just a hair of a gap right here, so I could pivot this glass more that way. Let's see what happens. Okay, all right. Maybe just a... Let's see what happens when I open it up in this corner. Okay. I like that, actually. It's still just a little bit more of an overlap here. I could come up just a hair in this corner. Let's compare it to the passenger side. Ah, I got it rolled down. I got to turn it back on and roll it up. Yeah, see, this is a little bit more straight on that edge. I need that other top to come over just a little bit. If you look at this side, it needs to come over just a hair. It's not quite even, because you can see it starts to go like this, and then right here it tapers off. I need a little bit more overlap right here. Bingo, got it. Nice and even all the way up. But now my depth is off right here. So now I'm gonna have to drop the back. I'm gonna have to loosen the back bolt and pull it up some. Okay, I got my depth back, but with me loosening the back and pushing it back forward, it threw off my top. So I'm gonna have to actually adjust them both accordingly. I'm gonna have to leave this one loose over here and more pivot from that side, and then tighten them both back up to get my alignment, because it's way off right now. That's as good as I'm gonna be able to get it right now. It's just a hair, just not lined up a hair. It's a hair off. But every time I mess with it, I throw it more out of kilter than that. We're rolling with it. Let me get an extra set of hands over here and give it another go. Okay, let's try. Okay, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. I can deal with that. I'm gonna go clean up all the fingerprints and stuff, put this all back together and go drive it. Hey, I got it all cleaned up. Didn't close. I like it. It's still got to be detailed. but I was able to get the gapping pretty much perfect all the way up, all the way down. Nice fit seal all the way around. So now I want to go drive it and check for wind noise, make sure all my fingerprints are off of it before I turn it over to the next guy. Okay, let's go drive this beauty. Nice. Now, to relearn the window positions, the quick way to do it sometimes if you're having window problems, like he wants to go up and then come back down real quick, roll the window all the way down to the lower position. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way to the upper position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop. Open a window. Roll it down. All the way down. All the way up. Done. Learned. Now let's go drive. Now the roads are kind of crappy, so I'm not going to be getting too crazy or whatever. I just want to feel this car, hear it. This 2020 Mustang is something else. I mean, just really, really, really nice ride. Should I put it in? Let me let you guys hear it with the exhaust sound. So right now it's not normal right now. Now I'm going to put it in sport mode. Well, track mode, sport mode. Sport mode's right there. It's completely different. Sport mode versus conventional, way different. It opens up the electronic cutouts in the back. So let's go for a ride. Oh, you can't even. Let's put it back in normal mode. Put it in snow and wet. We'll just do that. Snow and wet. Because that's kind of what's going on right now. Snow and wet. So that's at 35 right there. Can't even get traction in this thing. It's crazy. Okay, time to go back to the dealership. I've had enough. For right now anyway. This thing is just nasty fast. Bust the UE right here and head back. Okay, that's going to conclude this video. That's the 2020 Mustang door glass removal and installation and door panel. We got a bunch all in one video here. Thank you guys.